Hey, welcome everybody to another episode of the Unreasonable Art of Living podcast. I'm your co-host Gerhard, joined here with Justin, and as always, enjoy the music.
It's great.
It's amazing. Hey.
When are we going to record our own intro music?
Very soon.
Me on the handpan, you on the harmonica.
Me and a handpan, harmonica, and the synthesizer. Let's do this hopefully very soon.
Okay.
Welcome. Thanks, Justin, for joining.
You're welcome.
Welcome. First and foremost, listener, hope you're doing fine wherever you are right now. And welcome to the third week of documenting our journey at and with 11 Dunbar.
You have something on your mic there. There. Maybe don't fix
blow
it that way. Yeah, okay.
What do we have today?
Reflections, right?
Reflections.
Reflections.
Yes. Very good reflections.
Yeah, we had a hackathon.
We had a hackathon on the weekend. Yeah.
11 Dunbar hackathon. And not to build 11 Dunbar stuff, but
Nope.
we basically taught a class
Mm-hmm.
of folks that all different skill levels and understanding of AI, folks that just use ChatGPT, and then some that were a little bit more advanced, teaching them how to build stuff
Yeah.
and use their imagination.
That was super exciting.
Yeah, it's fun. So we'll talk about that.
And about unreasonable dreams.
Mm-hmm.
And just a bit about 11 Dunbar. Always.
Yeah. And the main topic of that is who it's for.
Who is it for?
Yeah,
Maybe that's part of the reflection, isn't it? Like our weekly reflection, which we had last week. Maybe let's kick off the reflections from last week.
Yeah.
That's perfect. So maybe I think it was a reflection we both had. So last episode we actually wanted to also do an AI cooking show, which was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And what was our realization the last week?
That the weather astrology app was a fun idea. Yeah. Well, one, it kicked off a whole bunch of conversations and people reaching out saying they wanted to learn how to use AI and if we could help them. And that's kind of what led us to the hackathon. And also a couple more this week. Folks, we have one person flying out actually to Miami to teach her how to use AI so she can build an app for her that she had an idea in mind. And then one next weekend as well. So it kicked off that whole thing. But yeah, we did it just to kind of show the flavor of not our method, but just what the experiences are going to be like at 11 Dunbar, where it's good people, comfortable environment, expressing themselves, playing like little kids,
experimenting,
digital crayons, and using, not all the time are we going to use AI at 11 Dunbar, but it's so topical and it's an important skill for folks to learn. So we just felt like, why don't we just combine all these things together? We'll make some fun stuff and connect people together, have some fun, have some laughs, and stretch our imagination, see what we can build. And that's, at the heart of it, that's really what the experiences are going to be like at 11 Dunbar. So we just use that cooking show as a concept for it. But then we want to talk about other stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll come back to it.
Come back to it.
But if you want to take that class, which there isn't really a class, but if you want to learn how to build this stuff, and just reach out to us or become a member, a founding member, and shape these experiences or whatever.
Exactly.
Just reach out to us and talk to us. And
exactly.
I'm sure we'll figure out something.
And the realization, for us, was now the second week after we went live last week. So this is the third week or the fourth? No, third week. Yeah.
I don't know.
Third week.
The math is mathing, I'm sure, somehow. But yeah.
So I think what we realized, hey, we still need to kind of keep a focus and keep also to ourselves, keep iterating for whom is 11 Dunbar? Who is the person we want to try to reach and the people we want to try to attract as well to 11 Dunbar?
Because that's everything.
It's everything.
The community, the people in it.
Exactly. Who misses?
Yeah, and because we know the mission, vision, values of it, and long-term strategy of what this could be, but the people and getting the right people in is everything, because that's what fills the energy, and then they contribute to it, help us grow it, and really put a thumbprint on what it looks like, right?
Yeah, and then I think it's going to be an ongoing process to keep iterating, redefining for whom this is. And I think at the beginning where we started off, it's also like it was a reflection of what we needed as well, what we wanted to have, what kind of spaces. And that's where we started from. And now with the conversations we've had with all the founding members and applicants so far, I think we have kept iterating it. So what did we write last week about? For whom is this? Who do we attract?
Well, you have a really good spiel on this, right? Like this
I'll give it a try. Let me like
poetry. These.
Poetry.
What is it?
What is it?
Who is it for?
Who is it for? Actually, I piggybacked on your post because you write something also very nice. Is
very nice.
Yeah, I mean, like this is how it works. It's like as I read this, it's like that's true. There's so many conversations, also our conversations, where we wanted to create a space where people, when you feel like I don't fit what I'm doing, my past history, the things I've tried in my life, they don't fit into one clear LinkedIn headline, or they would fail the 30 seconds elevator pitch,
Don't put you in a box. Don't
put
baby,
you in a box.
Don't put baby in a corner.
Exactly.
We're all multifaceted.
Exactly. And
multi-dimensional beings.
We want to kind of like find those people who have like this very rich richness of curiosity and interest across multiple domains, or feel like they're limited in where they are right now and would like to have a space where they could explore all these domains and interests and can nourish the curiosity and have fun with it, with really cool people.
And use your imagination
Yeah.
for more things than just work.
Yeah,
right? Like
exactly.
everyone that's filled out the application to be a founding member or join has expressed, a reflection that they use their imagination almost exclusively
yeah.
for work or business purposes, which is great. We should definitely use that. But man, there's so much more.
There's so much more,
right?
And we want to. I think the
so people that have that. So people that have that curiosity,
yes.
that are like, wow, I'm not just a tech bro or CEO or
just a human, actually,
whatever that thing is, like whoever you are, like you are many things. We're all many things, and at the heart of those many things, you're only limited by your imagination.
Exactly.
And the way to tap into that is connecting with other people who also desire that natural curiosity, where you can learn and grow together, make it comfortable, and then go see what you build, see what we all build together. Games, software, storytelling is a part of the imagination, like experiences, escape room stuff. Like there's all sorts of things we could do when you have the right people and you have the right mindset.
Exactly.
And we saw that at the hackathon.
Yeah, so it was, and I think just like to maybe nail it on the head, what we always say, like we want to attract kind of like the software engineer who secretly writes poetry, or like what we learned in one of the applicant who remembered that when she or he was a child, that they love to write about fiction. We want to attract the leader and the CEO and investors who miss kind of a form of play and like open-ended creativity. We want to see also like the artist who wants to explore their soul's expression through AI and technology. So these are kind of the people we're looking for right now.
Yeah, and most people stop that kind of creation in K through 12 after they get out of even high school or maybe even middle school in our classes.
Most of us.
And what's crazy is like I think most people are feeling the way they feel in today's society in terms of maybe it's intellectual loneliness or just like, I don't know, the weight of just constantly consuming content and likes and viral stuff and for years. And now it's like consuming this AI slop. And some of it's actually pretty good. A lot of it's noise and trash, but it's brain rot, content that comes out. But, we are conditioned now for the last like 20 years to consume content. And I think a large reason why folks are reaching out and responding so favorably to the mission and vision and values of what we've built is that humans are feeling a certain way because we're consuming and not creating.
Exactly.
We're designed to create. We've been creating all sorts of stuff, physical, the mental, the metaphysical. We just are imaginative creatures. That's what makes us human. And the further we get into just consuming and not creating, the further we get away from what makes us
human.
Who we are.
Yeah, who we are.
So if you feel that, it's like, wow, I want to get back to that. How do I do that? And again, it should be for work, but you should do that for...
Because what we want to attract is like, you can always apply it for work, but there should be a space where there's no serious purpose. You can just experiment, and like in this open-ended experimentation field, you learn skills you can apply later on.
Yeah. And I think there's three, we've talked about this
Yeah.
a lot, but there's probably three types of creation that you can do. And it's almost like an onion,
Mhm.
where the first level that you get people to realize that they should be doing, or they could be doing, should as a judgment, but could be doing more
Yeah.
of in their life, is just creating just to create.
Yep.
It's not for anyone. It's not even for yourself. It's not to show anyone or whatever. It's not for likes or comments or
Mhm.
social cues. It's just to create. And that's the first level. You can
Yeah.
just get people doing that. Then the second level is like you're creating for yourself. It's like, what do I want to build for myself? You know,
Mhm.
and it could be through AI, it can be art, it can be some other, artistic endeavor. And then the last mile of that is creating for others.
Exactly.
And it doesn't always have to go there. You can stop at just creating just to create. That's the beauty of this. But
Mhm.
that's kind of that's when you're ready to like push this out to other people. And so what we're trying to develop is get people back. That's the scariest one of those, is creating
Yeah.
for others.
Exactly.
So that's like the last stage, but getting people just to remember to create for themselves.
Mhm.
And in order to do that, you got to create intentional spaces, or either the right dynamic and the right people.
Mhm.
You got to create the right settings. The Sean Cleese video that we
Mhm.
have as an Easter egg on the website, if you are so lucky to go hunting for some of those things we've embedded. He has a whole recipe around how you create the open state for creativity.
Exactly.
And we love that. We want to create that for folks and teach that.
And I think our unique approach to this is, like we talked about it, we're going to continue talking about this, is our notion to helping people get into a playful mindset and a playful state of operating. Because we really believe, and it's like we know it, like humans operate. When you're in a playful state, you are stretching what's possible. You're experimenting. You are trying things that are seemingly unimportant, so to say, but you're stretching what's possible. And in that zone of learning, you actually grow, you connect, you experiment, you create.
You let go of shame.
You let go of shame.
Ego.
Yeah.
You let go of judgment. And these things are really important for the mind and the body to release as well. So it's, I don't know what the therapeutic benefits are from a scientist or anything, but it does feel good. And we saw, again, we'll talk about this in a bit, but like we saw that excitement, that feeling with everyone who attended the hackathon. I think we all walked away from that going,
Let's talk about it. I think this was
Like,
it's a
yeah.
perfect segue to like what happens when we create this playful container.
Yeah.
And again, I think it's very important when we talk about play, we don't talk about like we're playing a game, we're playing a board game, we play an act. It's more like the feeling you have, a playful
Mhm.
way of being, which has, I wrote down, I will just put it like, please. I prepared
please.
a
Oh my
list.
goodness,
It's a
great.
perfect, because
I love
like
this.
it's what we say, that's more like an act of being, because like in this playful mode, you are very spontaneous, you're adaptive to rules, and you're able to improvise.
Mm.
And more importantly, you already said it, is you don't take yourself too seriously. You
Mhm.
actually remove the masks, and you're relaxed, you're joyful. And in that mode, it's very easy to go into also like a flow state where just like time flies by and you're just consumed. And the last bit of being in a playful state is the part of connection.
Mhm.
And I think this is what we saw again. We create this playful container where social connection happens, bonding, because everyone is relaxed, everyone is vulnerable, where everyone is experimenting. And I think for that playful state, you create one of the deepest bonds you can imagine.
It also stokes curiosity. So when you're in an environment like that, we're all kind of spread out on
Yeah.
the floor and the couches and stuff at Alan's place. Just seeing how people were hungry to like, okay, what's the next step? Okay,
Yeah.
how do I download OpenCode? How do I configure the model? Like, okay, do I have ChatGPT Plus?
Exactly.
Okay, and you can see each one like bouncing off. Say, oh, I've got that. Like, what's next?
What did you build? You know what?
Oh, well, I'm coming to
Yeah.
that. So like, this is just like getting the setup. It was just the curiosity of what's possible. And you could see, like, we were walking around to each person. You were handling the deep technical stuff, and I would help them.
You did amazing.
Well, you did too. Like, we tagged it. High five. Soft. There we go.
Soft.
Yeah. So just so it's not a loud clap. Yeah. We got to practice our air clap. That was
Fingertip.
finger. Yeah. There.
There you go.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Yeah. No. We.
Ouch.
It's for me too.
Oh, true.
Yeah, that's true. So, where was I? Oh, yeah. So you handled a lot of the deep technical stuff, and then I was trying to help them with like prompting and things. It was great. It was a great tag team, but you could see the hunger and the curiosity. It's like there's this momentum of curiosity building, because each person looked around the room. I'm sure it was like, oh, they're doing it. I want to do it. I want to I want to get to the thing. And then as each person built something one by one, they got to shipping their first thing, like the website or the app, and they went live. It was cool because every time someone would get to that state, everyone would stop what they're doing and then run over to the person and like, show me what you got, whatever. That was some of my favorite moments.
Yeah.
Other than people overcoming the challenges or like getting into the interview tool and having the questions. And you could see like some of them had really well thought out ideas of what they thought it was. But when they start getting interviewed by the planning agent, like, oh my goodness, this is so powerful. And then it starts to rewire the brain around, their imagination and actually, wow, this is so advanced, so easy to do.
Yeah.
I think I can build anything. And if you can get them to believe that at the end of that session, then we've succeeded. Right. And they had fun doing it.
It had fun doing it. And as I said, it was so beautiful. It's like we were all then like little children. It's like, wow, what did you build? Wow, that's so cool. Mm-hmm. And then a few of us reached out afterwards. They continued thinking like, oh, what else can I build? They started thinking about like, oh, wow, I could build this. I could build that. So in its playful state, they learned a new skill. And at the same time, we also bonded over a really beautiful experience. Yeah.
Awesome people. And, a couple of them had only ever used ChatGPT, and then they built a whole production application that could be used for their business or personal life or whatever it was they were doing. So
non-technical people completely, and they were like,
it was a mixed bag, but yeah, it was awesome.
That was really awesome. By the way, I need to like just shout out and kudos to you. Like I really admired how you have such a good gift when in like helping people to just be relaxed and how you prompt and like how you talk to the internal, which can be very scary. It was very nice watching you, like how you like navigate people, like, hey, like just prompt this, just do that, and
yeah, man. Well, we had to keep. It's a good. Yeah, thank you. One of the things we had to keep reminding people is like, you can't make mistakes. Like, don't worry so much about you answer a question wrong or in the interview tool or it built something and you got to go back. Like, no, it's a piece of clay. You can continue to iterate on it.
And I think, wow, it just hits on the nail so well because you could see. We are all, I wouldn't say all, but most of us are so scarred from education, which drilled in our head, like to be afraid of failures. And even like in this playful learning environment, what it helps this playful state, because you're experimenting, you redevelop this positive relationship to failing. I would say, I'd even want to say failing, just experimenting, trying things out.
Yeah.
A mistake is awesome because mistakes help you
how you learn.
To learn. You connect new things and,
So in 20 plus years of tech startups, we used to kind of use the phrase fail fast. And at times it always felt like the right way to frame it. And maybe now I'd probably would update that slightly. I'm not sure what I would change it to, but it's not really failing almost implies that you're done. Like,
yeah,
but it's just, it implies it's an iterative process, right? And so you're not really failing. You're just, who cares if you make a mistake?
You trust
trying.
trying.
You can build and rebuild and iterate on this stuff so rapidly
exactly.
that, you can just ship really quick. That's great. It's fun.
So I think...
But the hackathon was a success. We're going to keep doing these things. And, we'll do these just for friends or people to reach out. And, of course, it'll have to be limited. And we'll start to shape that for 11 Dunbar members and that sort of thing. But it's just one of many different types of those sessions that we've got in mind that we're really excited
it keeps deliver. Again, yeah, exactly. We wanted to just also for us not test, but like see how does it work if you throw a bunch of non-technical people in a room. And I think we wanted to test because this is what we want to provide to the community, all these experiences that, I think last time we started coining it like a peer-to-peer learning environment, a peer-to-peer playful learning environment.
Which isn't new. I mean, that concept
no, it's not
exists, new. But yeah.
But it hasn't been used widely. Like, I think this is what we want to create. And it's the most...
Digital crayons.
And it's like how we humans just learn, always have.
Would you say earlier you were like, it's an adult Disneyland, a digital adult Disneyland or something?
Yes, almost like an adult Disneyland, exactly.
And then this morning when we posted about, one of our...
that was great.
Had a post about a really lovely write-up about each individual. It was on LinkedIn, whatever, and that was great. I went to go repost it, and I had it just came to my mind like a way to frame it. And I was like, oh, it's like Eat, Pray, Love. It's build, play, love.
It's beautiful.
And then we looked for the domain.
It was available.
$8, $888. I don't know if
$888.
that's a magic number. I have no idea.
I think nowadays,
Above my pay grade, but
so many magic numbers.
so yes,
So yes, it's
sure.
So
we
we're
just,
like, let's
we
go.
just made it a magic number.
Yes.
If it wasn't already.
So now we have buildplaylove.com.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what we do with it yet, but
doesn't matter. But I think it captured the essence of what we saw and what we felt.
What we felt, yeah. And what's
to come?
What's to come? What captures 11 number in its core essence? Yeah, that was cool. Hackathon was awesome, and like so far, if any of those things like resonate with you, I think it's like this is what we're building for. This is the kind of stuff we want to look for, like people who feel like, yeah, I want that in my life.
Yeah, and it's not always about building software. Again, I just want to reiterate that was just one of many ideas we have. Like there's gonna be some stuff around some images and some videos and some games we're gonna do, and yeah, if there's some part education, some part just creativity, some mix of that.
And at the core, it's always the connection with other really, really aspiring and cool people. Yeah.
The stories that we'll be able to tell from that, the stories that were told there, I think is another really great outcome of what happened. So,
exactly.
Yeah, it's great.
So I look at my list. My reflection list is over. We talked about the hackathon, so I could play. I think you had some very cool points as well.
No, I think that was it. You read my list.
Yeah, I'm like
you can't read my list because my notes don't make any sense to anyone other than me. You see at the bottom, I got Oonga Boonga on there. What do you think that means? Why don't you unpack Oonga Boonga, my friend?
Let's unpack it. Oh, yeah, you just delivered it on the silver plate, so now we got to unpack Oonga Boonga.
So we meditate every morning.
Yes.
For 25 minutes. Sometimes it's in here, very quiet, very peaceful. Sometimes the AC kicks in, I guess, or whatever. And then sometimes we go outside to the park, which is very nice.
Yeah.
You can hear the waves and people and just life and the wind blowing and all that stuff, and sit on a bench, and it's it's a pretty good environment.
It's a really nice spot.
Very different to do it in nature versus doing it inside, especially when the sun's melting half your face off.
You're just sitting in the sun. Sweat is like
but then you breathe into the sweat, right? Or
it's
whatever.
Like surrender.
Yeah, surrender. Yeah, exactly. Like I'm dying here. I can't surrender anymore. I'm burning.
Like my skin is burning.
Yeah,
like
I think I've surrendered enough.
At least you get a 10. I'm just like, I just turn into a lobster.
Like an open claw lobster?
No, I'm not that advanced.
Are you going full agent?
I'm just going full red agent. With my Nordic skin.
Yeah, exactly. So the meditations.
By the way, I would say like the color of my t-shirt pretty much matches the color of my skin being underneath the t-shirt.
Well, not now because you sat outside and meditated for...
Yeah, but only the arms.
It's great.
It's great.
You glow in the dark.
Awesome.
That's so stupid. All right. Well, meditation. So we meditated we do every day for about 25 minutes, which is, I don't know, it's one of my favorite parts of the day, honestly. Like, it's a good...
Love it. Really nice way to start together.
Yeah, cortisol reset, like flush, think about some stuff, and it's all over the place. What I think about it. I mean, you're perhaps more grounded or more experienced, so you're like, it's like Gerhard today. I was like, Gerhard, what was your experience like? What'd you think? He said, I just third eye and just I went to another place. You looked at me, you're like, well, what about you? I was like, man, that was really profound. What about you? I was like, well, I started thinking about early humans in my meditation, and I was like, what? I have inner monologues in my head, so I talk to myself occasionally, all the time, actually, all the time. Very active dialogue all the time, and it's in English, obviously, because I barely speak English, but I speak English, Southern.
You speak really well English.
Okay, great. Thank you. But that monologue's in English very clearly to me.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, well, what? They have English in their first humans, so like, what were their thoughts? It wasn't like a language at all. And so it just must have been images and colors or just people and like fragments of stuff. And I was like, so what was the first person that would have had sounds or words or something?
The first Buddha.
Yeah, like what was that dude or that lady like that was having that first thought, and I was just like unga bunga. So I was like, oh, what, you third eye, you transcended over there in your 25 minutes. Hey JD, what happened with you? I was like unga bunga, man.
I went unga bunga, man.
Full unga bunga.
I must say, I think it was actually more profound than you imagined, because you traveled back into the caveman age.
I went there.
You meditated as a caveman.
But there's a point. There was actually a really good point that came out of that. So like in the depths of the unga bunga, what I realized was like I started thinking about how they must have played, because they didn't talk. And there were stretches in the hackathon where no one was saying anything. They were just hacking away, and someone started giggling about something, and they were like, I'm finished, and they show it, and they kind of, unga bunga, here, look at my thing. Look at my thing, right? It's very similar. And so as I thought about it, I was like, well, that must be similar to what I guess early humans were doing.
100%.
Like we just painted stuff on walls and caves.
Yes.
And built things with sticks or stones. And so, like, hey, or danced or sang or whatever the thing was, right? And then show it and get excited. But that's how I guess we've been learning for so long.
Unga bunga.
I'm sure this is well documented in terms of
I think it's
scientific
a more
fact or
profound
something like that.
meditation
This
than
one for
mine.
me, yeah.
It was so awesome. And also like all of that, and actually then I just did a little check, and I think all of this, what you just said, they did even like
fact check me on Google. My unga bunga theory.
Unga bunga theory. Hey, Justin told me cavemen, when they meditated, the first word they heard was unga bunga.
Hey, look, sometimes I think about stuff and then I try to convince myself that was actually reality. Like one time I convinced someone that rabbits laid eggs, because at Easter you see rabbits and eggs paired together, and chocolate Jesus, but that's a whole other conversation. But like, why does Easter involve rabbits and chocolate eggs and chocolate Jesus? Well, it must be because rabbits lay eggs.
Yeah.
And the next day they hit me and they're like, dude, rabbits don't lay eggs. It's like, hey, well, sounds good.
Well, it sounds good.
I didn't fact check it, so please fact check me.
No, I did not fact check, but it was I was curious about like, what do we know about how early humans, or can we call, is it appropriate to call them cavemen?
I don't know. Is that
I don't know.
confrontational? I don't know. I'm sorry, cavemen that still exist. If I offended you, or someone that's got one in their family.
Cavemen listening to it like, ooga.
That's so dumb. That's so dumb. I love it. Okay. That's great.
So anyways, I did a quick research, and I was very interested.
There's a Geico commercial actor that's really pissed off right now.
Let's call them the earliest humans. Because I don't know what to say.
It's PC. That's very PC. I like it. It's good.
And all of this you said is like they used also like, because for them to survive, they did a lot of play fighting, like play, because they had to train them, like to keep, like they had to fight, I don't know, like huge mammoths and whatnot to get food.
Yes.
Yes.
Where are you going with this?
I was like, and T-Rex was like, no, not.
Yeah.
Anyways, so play was part of them staying in shape. They did a lot of play fights, and then when they were, what they said, like when they were not hunting or like gathering searching things, they would craft small things. They would storytell, all of that stuff already, which was a form of play.
Do you think they did like a form of professional wrestling, which is kind of like fighting but storytelling at the same time, like modern?
What's called the Mexican
luchadors?
Yeah, what's it called?
Luchadors.
Luchadors.
Yeah.
Maybe
like Nacho Libre.
Yeah, Nacho Libre.
Yeah, exactly.
Did the Nacho Libre version?
I don't know if there was a Nacho Libre early human. I hope so. I hope there was one of those. And he just ran around just like creating stories with wrestling.
He's still alive. He's like, unga bunga. Listening to this podcast like.
His descendants.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've gone off the rails.
But
that's the point. It's imagination land.
It's imagination land. So I think so wait. Meditation.
Wait, where were you going with the woolly mammoth thing?
Nothing. I was just like, because it was important just to note, I think, across human history, the state of play, or like being in playful mode, has been always a vehicle for learning, development, connection. That's the key. Has been part of us.
We just connected so well.
Yeah.
Talking about nonsense.
Exactly.
Great. Okay, the next topic.
Yes. Which is
Unreasonable dreams.
Yes.
Well, you love this one. This is your brainchild. So why don't you tee this one up for us?
I think we actually ask every applicant in our application survey, like, what is an unreasonable dream? And I love the answers. I think people write really, really cool answers to what is an unreasonable dream they hold, which they would like to do at some point. And I think a big inspiration was when I started.
And we've gotten some good ones.
We've got really
people
good ones.
really lean into
Really,
that
really
question.
good ones.
It's really, very beautiful.
Because it really taps into something that's very much more connected to what you would do if money was no issue, for example. Like
freedom.
Freedom, yeah.
The money's one element, but you have complete freedom.
Freedom, I think it's a
Time,
good way to
resources.
put it.
Yeah.
And I think the inspiration was like when I started my podcast 2.5 years ago, like now our podcast, the Unreasonable Art of Living, is back then I didn't quite know why I chose the name, but it was like for many people when
it's
they...
a really good name.
Thank
I like
you.
it. Yeah,
Thank you.
It's really good.
It's like, it's really an experiment. Like what happens if you fully follow your heart, so to say, and you just see where you land. And often I've had this, like, I don't know, like people would look at my life and it's like, what is going on? Why are you doing this? Like, it's very hard to understand or like the reason, the decisions. And even for me sometimes, like, why did I do certain things?
What were you doing?
I don't know, man. Like if you look at
what were you doing?
My history is like, it's like there's no narrative, I would say. There's no clear line. And the point being is, for some people, when it looks very unreasonable, you know, but for me, it was always the most reasonable thing to do, to just follow your heart and see. Even sometimes you don't know why, but you just trust. And
I had the opposite experience. I always just followed the corporate path. Since I left college early in computer science, I just went straight into like doing the corporate world, corporate thing, one start to the next. And
you rocked it.
The point, maybe the point of that was that seemed a lot more reasonable than the way you described yours. Because I would have been, but for some people, I guess my journey would have been unreasonable to them because it was taking a lot of risk and constantly doing startups. And every time we get acquired, go back and do another one. And that probably sounds crazy to some, but yours is very unique. I wouldn't say I've followed my heart to each of those until the last two, which those are the ones I actually started myself with my co-founder at the time. But your experience is very different, very unique, and it's just interesting. The perspective is different depending upon who's telling that story.
Yeah, and I think the reason why we wanted to ask people like, what is an unreasonable dream, and this really gets people opening up, are like all the things we all have, certain things we would love to do if we had freedom, time, and money. And
so, what was your unreasonable dream if you were going to be an applicant?
Yeah, I mean, I have a few now. There's a few. Still I have.
Let's go.
I mean, I think I told you once, I really want to do one day improv stand-up. That's something I really, really want to do. I know I'm not, to some degree. Yes.
Yes.
And
please let me know if and when you ever do that so I could be in the audience.
Yes.
With my tomatoes.
Wait, what you gonna do with the tomatoes?
Tomato is a universal sign of respect.
Is it?
I throw it at you lovingly, and you're supposed to catch it and eat it.
There's like one guy, Justin, with a huge basket of tomatoes.
It's a universal sign of respect. It means I'm really enjoying this performance.
It's like steak tomatoes,
so I'm
right?
Like, here, have this tomato as I lob it at your face. Gabuga.
This is just Justin in the first row with a huge grin on his face and a huge basket. It's just waiting.
Oh man, I'm left-handed too, so it's not going to come in straight. It's a curveball. You're not going to be able to catch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're unreasonable. Oh, so improv.
Okay. And I think I'm really.
What's another one?
Like my life so far, I would really say. Just continue living this as it is unfolding. And I think there's two more. Both have to do with the last chapter of my life. Like when I'm anywhere between 60, 70 plus, to build a commune with other fellow elderly, us and friends, where we build a really cool community where we then build our own dark chocolate, where we build our own, harvest our own coffee beans. We maybe craft beer, whatever we want.
You want me to go live with you in my old age and put me to work? Yes. Okay. Is there a different package? I could sign up. What's the non-work version?
Oh, wait, I remember.
I don't want to work. Can I participate?
I know that your ideal dream is like you in a spaceship. No one there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that wasn't a dream. That was just an alternative path I could have taken. Just.
But are you telling me there was a point in your life where like, hey Justin, do you want to become an astronaut?
I'd be like, yeah, I could have crushed that.
It's like, nah.
Give me some. Yeah. The offer was on the table. Definitely not. I wouldn't have survived. That's a different story, though.
Yeah. So the point is, okay. So the point is, Justin, we're all gonna. It's a shared. We're gonna make our own money. We're gonna sell the stuff we create.
Wait, we're making our own currency?
Yes.
Or
No,
we're generating.
We're generating income
by living off the land.
Exactly, living off the land and selling our own dark chocolate with a brand all together.
Clarifying question: who's doing all the work? We are. We're sharing it.
And I mean, like, we're gonna hire maybe younger people.
Younger people.
Yes. They do the hard work.
Not robots. Not 30, 40 years from now. It's not even robots. Just young people.
Internships.
Okay.
No.
We might want to start interviewing.
Okay.
It might take us a while.
Okay, good. We'll have time.
Yeah.
So anyways, a really cool place where we just...
it doesn't sound cool. It sounds like labor.
No, it sounds amazing. Okay, then. I will take one thing, just creating my own dark chocolate one day.
That's good. Yeah.
The last thing, I would love to, if I ever leave this earth, and I know I wanted my ashes are being sent in a spaceship into space. That's my funeral.
In which direction?
What do you mean? Oh,
well, it's a sphere, dude. Like, which way am I shooting that stuff off? Is it this way, that way? Which direction you want to go in?
Just straight up, not in the sun.
Straight up from where?
I don't know where. I don't know
yet.
I
mean, what country or what? You know what I mean? Does it matter? I don't
know yet. I mean, it matters. I don't want to be shot in the sun.
Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Also not like at the moon, you know.
You want to keep going.
Keep going. I want to keep going.
So now I've got to do math. You want me to contact some specialists.
Exactly.
Ask ChatGPT what's the perfect coordinates that gives the highest probability that you won't crash land into something. Got it.
Exactly. You know, like, cool. When NASA sent this, I think 2 times already, like this satellite with this
payload, payload or something.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I want to be the legs payload.
How much will you weigh?
I don't know, man.
We'll have to factor that into the equation. How much of your ash? So if we can get all your ashes in there, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So that's where.
All right. Well, we'll figure that one out.
A few of my unreasonable dreams. I have more.
That's pretty good.
How about you?
But I'll share mine, and then we have a reflection on those, I think. But yeah, I think in a conversation with a couple other people about this, like I realized as I was going through it that my unreasonable dreams, after I share these with you, I don't think they're that unreasonable. But at the time when I was sharing, I was saying, oh, that's unreasonable. So the first one was, I love playing this handpan every day. Shout out Malte Martin and Vibe Chef and Change of Colors, all these people on YouTube. I'm sure every handpan player learns and grows from them, but they're just awesome teachers, beautiful music. But yeah, I play every day. And so being able to like facilitate a space, not as a sound healer or like an energy healer or anything like that, but just like a creative space where, I bring that instrument and maybe a guitar or something, and then other people can bring other things. And you just kind of create this, I don't know if it's a facility or a shared space, but like I just envision it being people sharing stories and just talking about whatever they need. And then, hey, you want to share a story, you want to play an instrument or whatever. It's just a space where people just go around and share and you talk about stuff and you just walk away from it feeling good. It's not like a heavy, trauma bonding thing. It's because there's lots of spaces to do that, but it's more like positive, pure creative expression.
Laughter,
just show it,
expression.
Yeah. And so like
with music.
But then I could always go back to like facilitating it with the handband, just kind of keep music in the background and just Keep it going. Keep
Man,
the
I
energy
can
flowing.
I can see this already. I think it's already. I see it so clearly. I think it's happening already.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
It's a beautiful
It doesn't
dream.
need to make money or anything. I just want to just
Yeah,
do
it's
it.
a beautiful,
just do it.
beautiful dream.
The other one's a fashion brand.
Wait, before I go to the fashion brand, there's going to be me with a basket of tomatoes.
Touche. Okay, I deserve that one. Yep. Mm-hmm. Just don't hit the hand. You can hit me.
I'll try.
Just
I played water polo. I was decent at aiming.
I felt like there was a response that I had. I was cooking, but I'm just gonna let that one float, sit. The other one's a fashion brand, Unreasonable Dream, and it would the inspiration would be like what Jeff has done at One Golden Thread. Like I love
Golden Thread.
One Golden Thread.
One Golden.
Jeff's
It's
Gold.
beautiful brand.
Yeah, beautiful,
love
beautiful
it.
stuff. But like that kind of fabric and design and aesthetic, but for leisure wear, like true, like because I just wear hoodies and shorts and tank tops, but like I'd want it to look nice and feel good and have like a good purpose behind it. Something like that. Less of like
that's beautiful.
The Tulum and vibes behind it, but just more casual stuff.
So how would you I find both. I think I see them already. I think you will do them. They're really beautiful, Unreasonable Dreams, and the One Golden Thread. How would you? Because you showed it to me. I was like, that's a beautiful brand. Do you want also like something similar with a?
He's a good dude as well. Yeah.
How do you envision it? Like, is it also something with something direction?
I don't know. I just thinking about when I got the question, I was like, what's like a ridiculous thing that's so far out of my skill set that I would go into? I don't know anything about sourcing and just the exercise of learning that I would I think really enjoy. So I've always been naturally curious. So but those were the two. And then as I went through kind of that thought exercise, I came back to what I was saying before around like not that unreasonable. And I'm sure when we have this conversation with people and they say their thing, we kind of always go back to that, right? It's like, well, that doesn't sound that crazy. Other than launching your ass up into the sun, like maybe that one.
I don't think it's unreasonable.
But for the most part, I think it's a very beautiful realization that what you might perceive as an unreasonable pursuit, with just the right imagination and the right supportive community around you, man, you literally can create that reality for yourself. Yeah, you can do it. You literally can do anything.
Yeah. And just I think many people just waiting for an external approval that they could pursue it. And I think, I like that you said like, hey, it doesn't feel so unreasonable. I think that's not the point of the exercise. That go as unreasonable as possible. It's more like, what is this silent whisper in yourself that comes up or starts speaking when this question comes? And I think that's the part we want to like also like help people in 11 Dunbar to nourish more.
Yeah, I think that's why the meditation stuff is so great, because you clear out the noise and you just get back to away from thoughts and into feelings, and you start to really feel like I feel excitement or I have a thought, and then I go back to the feeling. And it really helps kind of center around potential options of ways that
100%.
you could explore that imagination. So yeah, it's great.
Love it. Is there anything else on my list? We'll reach the end.
We're reaching the end. We're reaching the end. Yeah, I mean, we had some good conversations. Like we're like a week away, from the official like go live of 11 Dunbar. We've got just a handful of slots of the founding member cohort available. There's a few interviews that's happening this week for that, which is great, and then we'll cap it and get it going. And that process will run, I don't know, however long it takes to get the entire experience kind of fine-tuned with those folks, and then we'll open it up to members. But we're still going to accept applications for
sure,
wait lists and all that stuff. But yeah, that's exciting. We've been working towards this now for 6 months ish or so, and it's just evolved and grown to this very beautiful place it is now. And I'm excited to, especially after the hackathon Saturday and what we experienced there and what we saw the reaction was. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get this going.
Ready to go and
see what it turns into, and see what, like, we have ideas for stuff, some original content, games, whatever, activities, sessions, storytelling, campfires, all that, in a really unique member area that's going to be pretty cool, living, breathing organism. But I'm even more excited about what others bring into the space, what they start to create, not just for themselves and for the other members, but also just what we all then turn this thing into over the years to come. So
I think our notion was always with, at the beginning, we kind of create yeah, Disneyland for adults or like a playground. And we're really excited now to invite a really cool group and amazing group of people. And we want to inspire them, but then we first gonna play a bit, and then we're gonna inspire them to play with us and actually shape this room and container with us. And I think that's what we are really excited about, where this will go. Yeah, I think we will, yeah.
Yeah, have fun, be kids, do silly stuff, like build some stuff, learn some things along the way. Like, yeah, I think it's a great use of time.
Yeah.
You know, it's great.
And next week we go live. Really exciting. So if this resonates with you at all, you can go to 11dumber.com, go through the application process. It's a beautiful, even just like going through the questions, I think
it's a work of art.
It's a work of art. And if you want to like answer yourself, like if you inspired yourself, like what is an unreasonable dream you carry?
Yeah, share that with us too.
Share it with us. We would love to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Then next week, we might have gone live already, or like a few days later, but exciting. All right.
Yeah. One more week of reflections, and then the following one will be like the go live.
It's gonna be so exciting. Like once we go live,
as you say.
Yeah,
it's top.
It's unga bunga.
Unga bunga, my friend. Unga bunga.
Alrighty, then. Hey man, thanks for this great chat.
Yeah, as always.
As always, loved a lot. Thank you. Love it.
As always.
As always.
Yeah.
All right then. Until next week.
See you next time.
See ya.